We caught up with Queen Gerheld's assassin, Pentax Korb, last episode. We fought and killed him, and then were able to do the same for Sister Tharda, a witch in the Ice Reach Coven. We learned that they were using strange machines, constructs, and raising Urkishes. We're still unsure what those are, but we know they transform into some kind of werewolf after they go through a ritual and speak with a human tongue as if they were from the past being reborn. We're now going to meet with Princess Svana as she tries to convince the High King again of the conspiracy occurring all around us. Maybe she'll have more luck trying to get him to see reason, especially now that we have more evidence.
You would have me spread my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not!
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
Svana, are you okay?
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me, not so much.
Tell me how your mother would have handled that.
Mother had a way with Father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand, then I suppose it's up to me.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Our kingdom consists of 3 holds. Halfingar, Hjalmarch, and Karthult. I need to warn them. The Jarls might listen, even if my father won't. I'm the daughter of the High King, after all. Time to start acting like one. Will you come with me?
Oh, yeah. I'll accompany you to see the Jarls.
We should visit Jarl Reddharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog so she'll know where to find us.
All right. Well, do you think you can get Jarl Reddharn to listen to us?
Honestly, I don't know. But Jarl Reddharn tempers his warrior nature with a kindness not often seen in people of his stature. Besides, he's always had a soft spot for me ever since his daughter and I played together at moots and other gatherings.
Have you and your father ever gotten along?
I remember a time when we were all happy together. Him and Mother and I. Seems like a long time ago. At some point, he became more and more involved with the trappings of power. He was more interested in being the High King than my father.
But you got along with your mother.
I tried, but interaction with my father made it difficult. She wanted us to be a family. But the High King wanted a queen and a princess. Eventually, he stopped ordering me to attend royal functions. It was my one victory in our relationship.
Having decided that the best way to approach this issue with the High King and his unwillingness to act, we've decided to go and meet the Jarls of Western Skyrim and see if they can assist and help him to see reason. We first go to Morthal, where we'll meet Svana and seek an audience with Jarl Reddharn.
Lucky Mog passed along your message. I would have hated to miss all this mud.
Hey, Lyris and Svana.
Why does the Princess of Solitude grace my humble hall with her royal presence? Are you here on behalf of the High King?
I've come to warn you, Jarl Reddharn.
Warn me? I already received orders from your father. What more is there to say?
Orders? Right. But you need to prepare the hold's defenses.
And what must we defend ourselves against this time? More urns and fetishes?
Please, Jarl Reddharn, let my friend explain. The threat to our holds is worse than you can imagine.
You're not the subject of this realm, and that woman with you. She's the giantess of the East. The High King warned us to beware of packed spies. If Princess Svana trusts you, however, you have my ear. Tell me about this threat.
Jarl, the Ice Reach Coven can summon deadly magical storms. One storm already destroyed Kilcreath Temple.
We're not Daedra worshippers. Our blood's hot enough to boil a blizzard, and we've got more pressing concerns than some northern squall. We received Svargrim's orders, promptly ignored them, and immediately ran afoul of a gaggle of Reachmen.
High King Svargrim sent orders.
The High King sent a royal decree, said to leave any strange objects or fetishes we spotted around the hold alone. They were dangerous, he said. Just so happens we found a few. I had my soldiers destroy them. That's when we encountered the Reachmen.
Sounds like the Ice Reach Coven's ritual items. Tell me about the Reachmen you encountered.
The barbarians reacted poorly when we destroyed the strange witch sticks. We beat them back and chased them into the nearby Barrow. But that was the last I heard from my soldiers. Since you dealt with this before, would you investigate the Barrow?
Sure thing. I'll go to the Barrow and find out what happened to your soldiers.
If I were a few years younger and had more soldiers to spare, I'd march east to the Morthal Barrow and deal with the sorceress nonsense myself. But I'm not. I don't. And I have other responsibilities. Take this key. It will get you into the Barrow.
That's understandable. Tell me more about the witch sticks you said you found and destroyed.
They were tall, ugly things, covered in strange runes, fetishes, and a poultice that smelled like rotting fungus. They'd been set up around the town. My soldiers assumed they'd find one at the Barrow, but instead they sent word of the Reachmen.
Princess Svana has been trying to convince her father to take action against this threat.
Really? Last I heard, the princess was more interested in... No, I won't indulge in idle gossip. Svana carries herself well. Not with the grace of her mother, but she has the swagger of a warrior. I wish I could say the same about my daughter.
Oh, you have a daughter?
Had. She was taken from us 5 years ago. If I'd pushed her harder, she might have had the strength to survive. Daughters are a father's greatest weakness. Enough troubles of the past. We have the present to concern ourselves with.
All right. Well, it sounds like we've got another errand to do.
I knew the Jarl would be reasonable, and it was good to hear my father has finally taken action. If he sent orders about the witch pikes, he at least heard some of what I said. Go check on the Barrow. I need to tell the Jarl about my mother.
All right. Having spoken with Jarl Reddharn and hearing of the witch sticks and these barbarians they chased off, we head over to Morthal Barrow to see if we can figure out why the Jarl's men have not returned yet and what may have happened to these barbarians that are obviously connected to the Ice Reach Coven.
See that mound? That's the Barrow. The entrance will be down below.
Keep back! The Barrow is unsafe.
Jarl Reddharn sent us. What happened here?
Reachmen. Let's talk if you want details. You, sir! The Barrow is off limits. We are here to make sure nothing gets in or out, and will do so by any means necessary.
Jarl Reddharn sent us. He said he hasn't heard from the soldiers he sent to the Barrow.
I did not want to spare the soldiers I'd left to send a message. We destroyed a number of strange sticks set up on the outskirts of town. When we reached the Barrow, we spotted a few Reach barbarians. I sent word and we charged after them.
Then what happened?
A storm appeared in the Barrow, if you could believe such a thing. It was foul magic, almost certainly. Soldiers began changing around me, dying or falling into a stupor. Some turned into monsters. And then the Draugr clawed out of their graves.
Don't they always? Did you see one of those strange sticks in the Barrow?
We never made it that far inside. And when the storm hit, it was all I could do to get out and seal the door behind us. If the Jarl sent you, and you're intent on entering the Barrow, I won't stop you. But if you emerge as a monster.
I understand. Hopefully it won't come to that. Heading down to the entry chamber of the Barrow, we can loot a couple urns, and there's a heavy sack to the right of the door. It appears Lyris has gone ahead. Morthal Barrow. We avoid the Barrow outside Morthal. It's haunted, don't you know? The Jarl even makes us patrol the area on a regular basis because the ancient did have a habit of getting up and walking around. Very uncalled for, but things like that happen. That's why we're always prepared. Sword Thane Inra. During our exploration of the Barrow, we'll find many urns and lootable objects that hold normal to fine items. Winding our way through this Barrow, we find many Draugr as well. In the first open chamber, we find a book, The Tower of the Wolf, from the Masonry of Solitude Digest, that describes the new construction of Castle Dower, the fortress within Solitude. One of Jarl Reddharn's men, or possibly a reachman, must have left this here. Progressing further into the Barrow, we find it's also infested with skeever as well as Draugr. Once we reach the next chamber, that's when we start running into Harrow Fiends. I wonder who they were, because the Harrow Fiends we find are citizens of Western Skyrim that have been corrupted and turned into these Harrows. Are these the Jarl's men?
Those bodies, they're the Jarl's soldiers.
Finally entering the middle chamber of Morthal Barrow, we find a coven witch.
A meager harvest. This grey reliquary must be moved to more fruitful fields. Protect the witch pike. Do not let them destroy it.
Heading down, we destroy the witch's pike. It was laughably easy to destroy.
That's done. Let's tell the Jarl what happened here.
After examining this chamber and looking for any lootable items, Nimona heads east to where Lyris must have found an exit. Oh, what is that? At Morian Tablet? Ooh, Greymoor's chosen body markings is now available to scry. That is awesome. I love body markings. They are such a fun thing to be able to find by scrying in antiquities. Heading up the ladder and exiting Morthal Barrow, we return to Western Skyrim and find Lyris waiting for us below.
If I never have to enter another Barrow, it will be too soon.
Jumping down, we can meet up with her.
No sign of that witch or the reliquary she ran off with. We should get back to the Jarl's Hall.
What do you think we saw down there?
We saw the last stand of what could have been a much larger attack on Morthal.
Yeah.
The witch pike in the Barrow was the only one that wasn't destroyed before they performed the ritual. Soldiers were caught in the Harrow Storm, but the town was spared.
So that's why the soldiers became Harrow fiends.
That's what happened in Kilcreath after the storm hit.
Yeah.
I'm more curious about the witch, though. Why was that Grey reliquary important enough for her to grab it and run off as soon as she spotted us? Come on, let's go talk to Jarl Reddharn.
All right, I'll see you at the Jarl's Hall. Returning to the Jarl's Hall, we can inform him and Svana what has occurred down in Morthal Barrow.
And then Mog threw up all over the Sword Thane's boots.
Ha! This orc friend of yours sounds... Ah, your companions return.
It looks like they have been catching up.
Well, friend of Svana, are you as good as your word? Tell me what you discovered at the Morthal Barrow.
A few of your soldiers escaped, but I'm sorry to report a Harrow Storm claimed everyone else in the Barrow.
A Harrow Storm? Like the thing the princess was telling me about?
Yeah.
The thing that destroyed Kilcreath?
Yep.
Gods! A pox on the Reach and its barbarian horde! What else? What about the Reachmen in the Barrow?
We destroyed a witch pike and dealt with the Reachmen, but one of the Coven witches got away.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Reach witches are a tricky lot. Still, you have my thanks. In the meantime, Hjalmar shall prepare for war. We may not have a defense against the Harrow Storms, but we can be ready to attack once we have a target.
As soon as we find out where the Coven leaders are hiding, Svana will send word.
With you and Lyris' help, we've gained the trust of Jarl Reddharn. My father respects the Jarl. That will go a long way in convincing the High King to take the Coven's threat seriously. Now we need to do the same thing at Carthald.
Tell me a bit about Carthald.
Jarl Ulfwen rules the Hold, which was established to provide a defensible border against the Reach. If any of the Western Holds can deal with this threat, it's Carthald. But first, I have one more thing to discuss with Jarl Reddharn.
Of course, Princess.
Jarl Reddharn, prepare your forces as you say, but we need you in Solitude.
Solitude? I have troubles here in Hjalmarch. Why should I leave when my hold needs me?
High King Svargrim won't listen to us, but he might listen to you.
Get up, Princess. If you think it will help, I'll talk to your father.
Lyris, please escort the Jarl to Solitude.
Of course. What about you?
We need to warn Jarl Ulfwen, so we're going to Carthald.
Nemona previously already explored Carthald in the quest The Blood of Old Carth. She assisted in finding the missing citizens of Carthwatch. Carthwatch had been destroyed by a Harrow Storm and overrun by monsters. Oh, we? Okay, sounds good.
I want to discuss a few details with the Jarl before he heads to Solitude. I'll meet you near Carthwatch, the major settlement in Carthald. There's an inn southeast of town, the Eversnow. Let's meet there.
Princess Svana, I've been to Carthwatch before. We're too late. A Harrow Storm has already destroyed the town.
Damn! The Coven's moving faster than I expected. We still need to go there, assess the damage, talk to Jarl Ulfwen or whoever's left that's still in charge. I need at least one more Jarl to talk to my father. Like a moot. He's always enjoyed moots.
All right. Hey, Lyris, I'll see you later. Heading out, next episode, we'll go to Carthwatch and see what type of damage there still is and how maybe we could still save the town. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.